Well, if I am not here going against everything that I said I wouldn't do. I said I was not going to cover a piece of Love Island because Love Island coverage stresses me out. If you know, you know. But I did think I just needed to pop in and say that I have been watching strictly as a viewer, and I don't know what people think is going on, but Hannah's dumping last night was 100% a strategic move. Now look, if you watch me a lot, you probably tired of hearing me say this, but I'm not gonna stop saying it because it comes into play throughout these reality TV shows. I am an avid viewer of Survivor. I'm not a super fan, but I love the show and I love the game and I love good gameplay. Sometimes when we're watching shows like Love Island, we don't think about the strategy behind it, but do not forget that there is a cash prize at the end of this show. And so that is why I say that Hannah's dumping was strategic. The three women who were left were Hannah, Iris, and Amaya. Think about that. Amaya's not clicking with anybody, so she's not a threat at all. Why would they get rid of her? They probably know from talking to Iris that her and Jeremiah are not clicking either. So why would they get rid of her? See, I think what everybody on the island is thinking, and what some people who are viewing might be thinking is, why would they get rid of Hannah? She was the one who was in a couple. She was with, who is she with these days? I don't even know who she was with. They kind of boring, so I really kind of forgot. But that's the thing. That's exactly my point. Is that the person she was coupled with was unproblematic. I think it was Charlie. Is it Charlie? No, Charlie's the guy who left. She was with somebody else. Whoever it was. They're an unproblematic couple. No major drama. They haven't been in and out of a relationship. What's going to matter at the end of this game? It might come down to your favorites, sure. Chelley and Landria, but they haven't been in strong couples. They're not going to win as a couple, at least not with the men they with right now, because Taylor doesn't like Landria, and I think we all can see that. Except for Landria, unless she's just playing the game. And Ace likes Chelley, but I don't think he's going to make it out of Casa Amor without getting into some trouble. So out of the three girls, who is the one who's the biggest threat to that cash prize at the end? Hannah. She's been locked in, she's happy, she's ducked off, and she's in no drama. That's why she went home last night. It has nothing to do with, oh, we love you. Hannah, we love you. It was a hard decision.
It was hard. It was so hard. I'm going to fucking miss you. Like, bitch, I'll say you remind me of a fucking sunflower. Like, you literally are the light of this place.
And it was a very easy decision. Very easy decision. Who up there is a threat to the pot of money at the end of the day? Hannah was the only one, and that's why Hannah's gone. I don't even really think there needs to be a conversation about why Jeremiah went home. We all can tell that Ace has been hating on Jeremiah since day one. And shout out to I Be Chillin', because I got to give you your props. You saw it from the beginning. Had I been covering this show, I might have not seen it, but we all know, if you've seen me before, I have a bad read on people, and I admit that. Sometimes I'd be like, oh, this person looks nice. Just gonna call out Trevor from whatever season he was of Love is Blind. I thought that he was a fantastic person, and then it turned out he was just absolutely terrible. But I don't have a good read on people sometimes, and initially I was like, man, Jeremiah, I feel like he don't really like Huda. But clearly Huda was just, she's the manipulative one in that situation, and she manipulated Jeremiah, and she manipulated the girls into thinking that Jeremiah was the problem. And Jeremiah went home because Jeremiah was the only one who was on there getting into a real relationship. Okay, it didn't work out with Huda, so he said, I'm moving on. He started to have, you know, something with Andrina. I can't roll my Andrina. I don't know how to say it. And so Ace either wants to be Jeremiah or wants to be with Jeremiah. And that's no tea, no shade. I'm just saying, the way that he's been on his head since the beginning is clear to me that something is not right there. He's very jealous of him or obsessed with him. One or two things is true.
How I feel about it is his type came through the door. He's exiting off everybody who's near him. Awesome. Yeah, that's a friend. We just strictly friends. Zooming in on one person, and it's repeating a cycle. The same thing he did with Huda.
So there's really no discussion that needs to happen about why Jeremiah went home. We all know why. Casa Amor is starting tonight, so we're going to see what goes down with that. But make no mistake that the reason that Hannah went home is because Hannah was a threat. And if you don't view her as a threat, then you aren't thinking strategically either. That's it. I really have nothing else to say. I'm still not covering this show because it's a beast to be trying to upload these videos every single day for Love. I was about to say Love is Blind. For Love Island. But I just figured I'd pop in with just this one little thought. Y'all ain't going to see me again about this season. I might cover next season. Okay, bye.
Wake up in Pasadena. Nobody asked where we from. Cold-blooded conversation. ADD told me to run. Why he got too many coats? Cali got too many sons. Home with the famous and broke. Broken and lonely, a bunch.